Hey everyone, I'm Brad Nelson.
And I'm Jim Davis.
And you're watching the Versus Series on StarCityGames.com. Got it that time.
Blitzed. Jeez.
All right, so today on the Versus Series, Jim Davis and I are going to be brawling it up.
Yes.
And you know the saying, right?
I know some sayings.
You can't brawl without Baral. He was right. Yep, I did it. Yep. I'm the bad guy.
I am the good guy with the fun Rashmi.
Rashmi is one of my favorite cards.
Eternities Crafter.
That card was so much fun and limited whenever you got to do it.
It does. It seems really sweet.
It seems fun in this format. I chose Brawl for two reasons. One is
He's a jerk.
Yes, and I hate losing to Jim Davis. This started in 2015. There's a specific match that I remember.
I don't really.
I think.
Oh, that one.
That
one.
Okay. And also, I want this to be a PSA of this card needs to be banned in this format. Now, I get that they were like, they were inspirational. They wanted this format to feel nice and clean. It's like it's going to have the same ban structure as standard. But when you get to play cards more reliably in a format such as this, it swings everything. And that's what Brawl does, is Brawl makes all your cards cheaper. You always have access to it.
Turn to every game.
Game. And that means that there probably does need to be a different ban list.
Yeah, I agree.
And especially because if they want this format to survive, and they want them to both to have their own identity as well, then they should just have a different ban list, because they should be allowed to print cards like Brawl for standard, but not for Brawl.
Sure. And also, like, the cards banned in standard, like Ramanap Ruins and Attune with Aether, in a singleton format, like, go nuts, have fun.
Yeah, Rogue Refiner would be fine in this format. Like, it would be nice to try to energize the whole thing, right?
Right, for sure.
Especially now that Eldrazi are gone, which was one of the big reasons why we had to get rid of Aetherworks Marvel.
Right.
So I would really like it to just all those cards to come back. I think that'd be fine in a singleton, but there's certain cards that just need to be gone, and I think that Brawl would be one of them. And I think in a certain world, if Brawl didn't exist, there are other cards that I found that were really good too, is like Sakama.
Yeah,
I was working on that,
really
and it was good.
It's really
good. It does have problems with counterspell decks.
True.
But all the other decks, like, I was just destroying.
Yeah, I mean, Commander and Brawl are weird formats because you have 8 cards, and you always have things to do with your mana. Yep. So in a Sakama deck, you can just play a bajillion mana sources, and you always have this insane threat that does everything.
Yeah.
You know, and you just never run out.
And there's the argument that, like, 1v1 Brawl is going to hurt multiplayer Brawl, which is true. Like, Brawl is probably fine.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In multiplayer, since you're just like counters and draws and stuff like that. But the format is like this Magic Online thing, and eventually, if it's a good format, it seems like one of the purest, perfect things for Arena.
Yeah,
just this like very fast rollover, no sideboard, just keep going.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what I felt like on Magic Online when I played this format. I liked it because it was the first time this felt like playing Magic felt like the speed of Hearthstone. I just get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. I just get to play super fast. I don't have to worry about sideboarding. When I build a deck, I just change a card and it doesn't matter, and I don't have to worry about sideboarding. And I like that. I actually really like this aspect of Magic. And I feel like if this card goes away and this format gets cleaned up a little bit, then I'm just going to be playing this like in all of my free time. I'm not going to pick up the other formats. This is like the fun casual format for me. Like where Cube Draft is for other people, this is my Cube Draft.
It's fun because like the building a deck process is very easy. Like all the standard cards are pretty easy to get usually. And you just, I'm going to build a Brawl deck today. Load up the cards. Oh, I got enough now. Cool, let's go. And in Commander, like there's so many sets and so many cards, and some cards are expensive. And like having it be standard is just like, all right, I'm just grab some cards and build a deck. And
and just take it to play in between rounds and stuff like that. It's fun. But anyway, I'm just gonna beat Jim real quick, and we'll keep talking about this.
We're down 0-2 right now.
Yes,
we got a rally cap. I don't have a cap though. We're gonna pop the collar.
Okay, let's see if you're blue-green.
And we're gonna see what we can do here. We got a rally.
Well, I think I could mull to 3 and have a shot at this game.
All right.
Well, it is getting worse.
Let's see. So I'm on the play, right?
You're on the play. Yeah.
All right. This hand's tough. It's pretty tough. This is our obvious problem here. I think
do you have one color of mana?
No.
Oh, because I'm stuck on one as well.
All right, we're gonna keep.
All right.
Let's brawl.
Evolving Wilds. All right.
And even if I get destroyed in this game, I'm okay with it from the PSA standpoint.
Yeah.
You know, if me getting destroyed, I fall on my sword and Baral gets banned, we did a good thing here today.
That is true.
You know, so end step.
I don't know how good my hand actually is though, so.
Well, you have to earn 2 Baral, so.
And you probably don't have a lot of ways to deal with it.
That's probably true, honestly. All right, we got our forest. All right, servant energy.
That's pretty good, actually.
And
all right, I'm going to run this Brawl out.
You're so lucky if it turn 2 every game. It's just sick. Oh, God. Oh, come on. All right. Uphill climb, no problem. All right, compass me.
All right, you got a compass.
Laterals.
Do you not have another land?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
You're up.
SpaghettiOs. That is a very good card for this deck. So we have to figure out how we're going to sequence here. I think we're fine just letting Jim spend mana to find mana, since our deck is just so degenerate. So I'm just going to take this time to get this into play. And this card can eventually just win the game. It's better to leave back. I just think that both of us are going to be trying to do stupid things, but I think I don't want to take any extra damage if I don't have to. So, your turn.
30-30. All right. So obviously every counterspell legal in the format is currently available.
Yeah.
Cancel. What's the raid one? Captain
Admiral's
orders
or Admiral's orders.
So we're going to be aware of what we're casting basically every turn. Definitely going to be a longer game, so developing our mana is important. There aren't I guess there's a reasonable amount of card draw. This flips and makes you gain 5 life and tap for your life total.
Tap for my life total, yeah.
Okay. All right, I think we're just going to mostly develop here. I think getting that in play is cool too. All right, we're going to
activate compass.
Yeah, we're going to search. Cool.
Yep.
We're going to play a land and cast the Ballista on 1.
The Ballista on 1. That resolves.
Okay. And we're going to pass.
All right, I'm going to activate Ozyr's Gateway, draw. And I think with the engines, it's better to keep all the cards in our hand for now, so I'm just going to get rid of a land. Untap. Draw, attack. 29.
29.
Chart a course.
Yep.
And play a land. Your turn.
All right, so 7 cards in hand?
I have actually 6.
Oh, 6. This one's going to be pretty good as far as forcing the action a little bit later. I do want to keep making land drops. This compass is honestly pretty reasonable because every land drop is going to be very important, so we can double spell later in the game.
Mm-hmm.
3. Yeah, it kind of stinks, but I think we're just going to be smashing and passing. So
Smashing and passing.
We're gonna declare our attack step.
Sure. I will take it.
So you take 4.
Yep.
26. And we're gonna just play a desert and say go. There also are only so many instant speed card draw spells available, so Brad gets the loot. Hopefully not. Obviously Glimmer, Illumination are the worst ones, but
Illumination.
I die, so the format can survive.
I don't know if that's true. I feel like this is another maybe this is a little aggressive, actually. Maybe I should just not do that. There's one card that I am not wanting to happen. And I'm just setting this up, and this is like a ticking time bomb for the matchup, so I'm just going to keep passing too.
Roll compass.
Yep.
I guess we'll get Island.
Got to give me those loots, though. I need to start countering stuff so I can get through the stack a little bit faster.
Yeah, Brawl's so good. Like that extra extra ability is just like
unnecessary.
We don't need this. The card's still really good. All right. I guess I feel casting Rashmi. I almost want to just keep saying go, and
just keep developing and
just keep compassing, making land drops. Casting Rashmi, having it get countered, and then just not really doing much is not. I don't know. All right. We're gonna attack.
So I'm at 26 currently.
Oh yes.
And I will take it.
24. Your turn.
All right, let's use this. And what can we get rid of? Maybe you have interaction. Might be best to just get rid of this. No. All right. Jace's defeat. Draw. Play another land.
Right?
Yeah, I keep. I make some interesting stuff happen here. I think I'm going to go for it. Getting rid of this might have been a mistake. But I'm going to play Karn's Temporal Sundering.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to target...
This card seems busted.
Yep.
Time Walk bouncing thing.
And I'm going to bounce the Compass. All right, that resolves. So then I'm going to activate Gateway.
Yep.
Draw. And move to my end of turn. Ooh, this is bad. Draw. So I have 1, 2, 3, 0. So I need a 4 or higher.
Is it on tap too when it flips?
Oh yeah.
This is fun. Glad we're doing this.
All right. Well, I don't think I can get rid of this. And these are kind of redundant, so I guess we'll just get rid of Spell Swindle. I go to 29. This flips. And
you can add 29 mana.
And I'm going to.
All right.
So I have 29 on my pool. I'm going to play Precognition filled with 25 floating.
Okay.
Okay.
Like the dog in the flaming building. Yeah, this is fine.
20. 22 floating. 19 floating. 16 floating. 13 floating. Now 10. 7.
These guys are exiled, right?
Yeah. It does exile them.
Revolutionary rebuff. Off the bench and into the game.
So I can look at this. Do I want to keep this? It's a good card, but I just feel like I'm trying to find threats before anything. All right, so 4 floating. 1 floating. All right, I'll keep that on top. Play my land past the turn.
That's all? Nothing else? Are you sure?
That is my
turn.
Else
you want to do? Or...
Nope, that's my turn.
All right. And this one, if it's an instant source, you can just play it.
Yeah.
This is so sick. Okay. End step.
Yep. For how much?
X is 4.
Okay. I'll counter it. Unless you pay 1. Okay, reduces cost.
Oh, right, sure.
I'm going to look. This is at end of turn. And...
Just a response of a sugar, I guess, right?
Yeah, I can look. You may draw a card and discard. Is this even worth having now? This is just too much, man. This is just too much. Yeah, I'll get rid of it and look. All right, go.
My turn again, huh?
Oh, sorry, I draw and discard it.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so only 5. And
coming in, all right, 27.
It's like a double stone rain. It's great. All right, I guess we'll try and cast my commander.
I will counter that unless you pay 4.
I don't have 4.
Well, I'm going to look at the top card of my library. I'm going to keep that there, and I'm... should I just get... No, I can't. You have 2 mana up?
Yep.
How greedy... Okay, in response to the loot, I'm going to cast my Glimmer. Take that from you, just like everything else from this match.
All right.
I will scry 2, and I'll put 1 in my hand and 1 at the bottom.
Sure.
Oh, wait, so then I draw,
right.
And now I look for the loot, and...
You're looking pre-loot, right? Okay.
Pre-loot, yeah.
Okay.
And I will loot and discard. And
okay.
Look again.
All right. About a compass. Is that cool with you?
It is not. I will negate it, and I will loot.
What a jerk, you know?
Yeah.
A jerk. Your turn.
Alrighty. Untap. Draw. Look. At this point, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm supposed to get too aggressive. Maybe last turn it was just too aggressive to do all that stuff. So maybe I should just let my awesome stuff come to me and just keep playing this game plan. Yeah, your turn.
So yeah, breaking through here is going to be pretty difficult. That's a great draw.
Yeah, as I'm just generating more and more card advantage.
I've always hated the peak mechanic.
Oh, the peak mechanic sucks.
Like just like being able to look at the card. It's so like, what'd you just do? Oh, yeah. Okay. You know, I feel like the future sight just like reveal it, let it go, kind of thing.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
It's like a fixed courser though, because like courser sucks because both players get all this information.
Right, for sure. Like it, but it's just mechanically it feels weird. You know?
Oh, I agree.
All right. All right.
25. You're getting there.
It's hard because we obviously know almost anything we do, we're gonna get countered. We're in like casual players hell right now.
Oh yeah,
you know, like the actual hellscape of never resolving a spell.
Yeah, you might not resolve another spell for this entire game.
How about Bounty of Luxa?
Bounty of Luxa. Yeah, I'm gonna counter that. And then pre-trigger loot, I'll loot.
How about Naga Vitalist?
A Naga Vitalist.
How about it? Is that okay with you? Does it resolve?
Might as well keep churning through my deck to find my stuff. I'm gonna OG this one.
Just cancel.
And then I'll loot. And I'll look.
Yeah, we're gonna pass turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna add 25 mana and go to 22 and exile 19. I'll just cast this one.
Sure.
A4. Put this one in my hand. Put these on the bottom. Look. All right. So this is now I'm at 16. Now I'm at 13. All right. I should keep that there. Oh, this is exiled. Sorry.
Oh, sure. This card is pretty sweet.
It is really sweet.
I do like that card. This is your end.
Yeah. So then I'm going to finish my turn off by casting Expel on that.
That's the. You're ascended. So that goes.
Yeah, I'm ascended.
That would go on top of my deck.
Yes, if you allow it to. All right, I'm at 24.
Yep.
All right, untap, draw. Take you to 25.
28.
28. I thought you took 3. Did
29,
you not?
Right? 3 from.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
you're 28.
Brawl only got me once.
All right, your turn.
28 to 24.
Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot to look. Excuse me. Sorry.
Peeksies. All right. Can't handle these beats.
6 mana.
Wonder what this is.
Trencher Gearhulk.
Oh wow, surprise.
Glimmer. Put both in my hand. Go up to 4 energy. I'll block the Servant. I go to 23.
Yep.
Ban this card, Wizards! Sorry for people with headphones.
All right, we're just gonna cast Rashmi.
Is it a forced ability?
What do you like?
Yeah, so it's a forced. I'll counter it.
Rashmi, no.
All right, my turn. It's not a forced. Mm-hmm. That is not forced. I'll draw, play another land, attack for 6.
22.
Add 23 mana.
Mm-hmm.
Use 5 of it.
Oh boy.
Use 7 of it.
Okay.
And your turn. That's a good card too.
All right.
This isn't even Magic.
We're doing something.
You're doing something?
I said we're doing something.
You got a plan?
2. So it's actually just not worth casting a spell because it just gets more stuff for that. So go.
Oh, your plan is to mill me. I see what's going on. You cannot mill me yet. So I have 7 cards. And you're at 20...
22 to 23.
Okay, well, let's commit this trigger, get a construct.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate card. Without that, I think we
had a chance
to punk it out. Like that had to be like, I don't even know.
I can still counter your thing.
Yeah, like I don't even know where that card could be for me to win. Like to commit, like it has to be.
Have exile.
Like, it has to be an exile. Like there's no way to. So you're committing this, right?
Yeah.
22. This is a 4/4.
4/4, yeah.
I mean.
All right, I will counter that and get a 3/3.
All right. That was fun.
This was a blast, wasn't it? I enjoyed myself.
And play Brawl today.
Yeah.
So yeah. The problem is that like Brawl with 30 life really pushes decks to want to play like big, splashy, powerful effects.
Yeah.
And playing a deck with 20 counter spells in it and a mana efficient engine just like makes that not
I agree.
really possible.
And like the interactive spells in this deck, like the deck just has access to just enough unique effects that make it like a good strategy. Like just Baral's ability to loot lets you play stupid cards like Jace's Defeat for the Mirror and not get punished.
Right.
And there's like a precognition filled metallurgic summonings and a Dynavolt Tower that all go really well with spells.
Right.
And there's a threat that can't be countered. And there's 3 different bounce spells.
Yeah, the tools
there's just redundancy
for,
for this deck. Now, if it was like missing one aspect, but like this deck literally has a card, like cards that interact with Carnage Tyrant, the one card that's supposed to beat control.
Right.
And Carnage Tyrant in standard can be played as multiples. It can be played beside Bristling Hydra.
Mm.
But in a singleton format, you don't have redundancy of those effects. Whereas this deck has redundancy. It has card advantage.
Right.
It uses the Mox Amber unlike any other strategy.
For sure.
And it is just a disgusting deck. And now like we could have had a more fun video like the one like Todd Stevens and I had, which he crushed me, by the way, by using the red 5 mana red enchantment that when you cast a spell, you get to cast another spell. Sunbird Invocation.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he was casting his Zakama, triggering it when it's from your hand. We didn't know that.
Sure,
and the game was so super close that I think I would have got there if he just didn't get all these free cards.
Sure.
But it was a fight. And I wasn't the fun guy because I was week 1 and I brought the Scarab God. But which isn't a good. It's not a good general.
Just a real jerk. You know?
No, I like good cards.
Right. So it wasn't actually that good, but you thought it was going to be good. So you were.
Well, it's just it's
right. Sure. But
I was the only person that played the Scarab God at the GP Seattle too. I was the only person with the Scarab God as the strategy in the top 16. No, in the GP. No one even played it. Like I like the Scarab God.
Sure. I mean, I think one of the big things too is that it's been talked about on Twitter a bit. I don't know why this format starts at 30 life. Like I think it's starting.
The commander thing.
I get that, but like I think that if that extra 10 points of life with this deck might not have time to set up. That bounce spell might not be enough, or like.
Oh, I completely agree.
So I think that it also takes advantage of that aspect, which I think is a possible thing to be reevaluated from format standpoint.
Wizards has been showing that they're not afraid of shaking things up for the sake of the gameplay. They banned like Ramunap Ruins. Right. We would have never seen Rampaging Frostodon getting banned 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, sure.
And first when they did that, I was like, this is ludicrous. And then I played against Red without it. And I'm like, yeah, it seems good. Yeah, it was fine to get rid of that card. Yeah, that card was really disgusting.
Yeah.
And with the team that they have, I feel like and this is just my opinion, this is me not knowing anything, it's that with so many good minds right now that's working on this game, they can take these risks because they have a really good foundation of people that played the games. You know, like they won the Team Modern Super League.
For sure, yeah, there's a lot of
That's
really,
awesome.
a lot of really good players,
and with that, I feel like
now.
they can play a smaller amount of games of Brawl, and you have Michael Majors that's really loves the deck building aspect of Magic, and he's going to be good there, but he can like work on Brawl decks like really well, and I feel like they might find these numbers and they might switch them for us, and they might start separating it 30 for multiplayer, 25, 20 for 1v1.
That's the thing. It's like this in multiplayer, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know, I cancel your spell and then you play a spell and then you play a spell and I'm dead. You know, so multiplayer needs that extra buffer. Everyone can get set up. You can't you can't just like, I attack you, you're dead. Like the buffer makes sense, but in single player.
Well, and one of the issues with Magic is they want things to be this trickle down of enforcement. Like they don't want people to, like, one of the reasons like they made for changing standard from 6 sets to 8 again was people didn't know what was happening. And now I like to make the argument that maybe you shouldn't have split up cons because that was even confusing to me, and I'm fully engaged in Magic. But they don't want people to show up to a card store and argue over the rules.
Sure.
They want to keep
it's very, very important.
And but I still feel like we can do something with this format to make that work, especially since it might be a Magic Online into an arena type format that I personally feel that Brawl is going to be a home run if it gets onto arena and it becomes one of the better formats. Like it checks all the boxes. It checks the availability of cards. It's easier. It's like you don't have to worry about going back into the old formats if they don't put those onto arena. It's the new cards. It lets you play like standards. One of the big issues with standard always has been that all the cards look cool, but we only get to play with 20% of them.
Right.
We play with the best ones. Like just, you had.
Yeah, there's definitely some cool card here that like wouldn't normally play.
For example, like Mardu back in the day, like in Cons Block, going back for a lot of you, like how many times did you want to play with like Mardu Charm, but you had to play with Crackling Doom? But Mardu Charm was a really cool card.
Yeah.
And same goes with, a lot of these effects. And I'm excited about this format, but this deck just is disgusting. Like I didn't even try. I just kind of did my things. I didn't even think about how I could get punished like a normal, like what I'm doing in tournament Magic. I was just like, I'm going to cast these things because I want to flip this Azure Gateway as fast as I can, and I just did it.
Right.
So anyway, we're going to keep going this week. We just really I wanted to showcase how disgusting Brawl is and to get a lot of you on board with this card. If you haven't seen it in action, now you have.
Yeah.
It's just
hashtag ban Baral.
Yeah, and the thing about this format is there could be naysayers saying like, well, Jim could have had a better deck prepared for it. My green Gaunty or whatever, what's the 12 mana green creature?
Galta.
Yeah, like my Galta deck can beat this deck. It's like, yeah, but like people are forced to only play Galta decks to compete with it. And we don't want that. We want people to take their Rashmi and be able to at least have fun.
Right.
Play a game of Magic.
For sure. Yeah. Being locked out with an infinite wall of counter spells at such ease, at such low cost.
Turn 3, I untapped with 4 mana on turn 3.
Right.
I drew 2 extra cards and I had 2 counters up.
Right.
That's stupid.
And my hand was like, pull from tomorrow. I'd pull Bounty of Alexa.
Yeah. Just not good enough. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow to play some No Banned List Modern in preparation for SCG Con. That is right around the corner, about 6 weeks out, actually.
Sure, it's gonna be sweet.
It's coming up so quick. So our goals are to play in the Invitational, right? We want to do well in the Invitational. But are you bringing a Pauper or No Banned List Modern deck to the tournament?
Well, No Banned List Modern is the open on Saturday, right?
It is.
So if you don't day 2 the Invitational, you can play in that. But I've always struggled with that. Where like it's sort of like for opens, do you want to build a deck for the Classic? And it's like, no, I don't. I'm going to be in a tournament. But like, so like the action.
I always bring a standard deck to every open.
You bring it too, but like the action of like getting the cards together for this deck you shouldn't use because you should be in day 2. Is like. So I'd always just grab whatever standard deck. Building a No Banned List Modern deck, though, is a big undertaking.
Yeah,
and it seems really fun, but you don't want to plan for not being in day 2 of the Envy.
I don't know about this guy, but our results may be just lopsided from the different arenas we battle in. You're on the SCG Tour a lot. I play a lot of Grand Prix. But I've played a lot of classics in the last 2 years of my career. Yeah, I don't make day 2 at all.
I've played a few.
Yeah, I play classics. I prepare for them all the time. I'm usually around like turn 6 or 7 of the open, and I'm like, all right, let's go get a good meal, get rested up.
You got a classic tomorrow.
Yeah, I got a classic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's tough though because I do want to play No Bandless Modern.
Yeah,
but the MV is one of the biggest tournaments of the year for me.
Luckily, tomorrow you get to.
That's true, actually. Yeah,
you get to. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow with a little bit of No Bandless Modern action.